This is the food they warned you about. But that was crazy talk. It's been demonized for decades, but it's one of the most powerful longevity tools on earth. This food creates new stem cells, repairs your DNA, balances your hormones, and clears out old, diseased cells that silently age you. And did I mention? Yes, soy creates new stem cells, and we have the science to prove it. If you're someone who wants to protect your health or get it back and age in reverse, this episode is definitely for you. Today, we're talking about a complete protein that doesn't just feed your muscles. It goes even further, activating telomeres and triggering autophagy, your body's natural system for clearing out zombie cells that silently drag your system down. You've been told to avoid soy, but what if that lie has been keeping you from one of the most potent longevity compounds on earth? Hi there, I'm Michelle Hamel with Back to Health Today. I'm a trained clinical microscopist, regenerative wellness specialist, and anti-aging biohacker. Please take a second to subscribe now. It only takes a moment to help me continue sharing this advanced regenerative anti-aging content. Okay, let's get started. Before soy was controversial, I was already digging into the science, and what I found went completely against the headlines. I never believed the scare tactics. In fact, back in the 90s, the meat industry was lobbying hard to protect their territory by demonizing soy. In the early 90s, U.S. soy food sales were rising fast thanks to soy's powerful anti-cancer, cholesterol-lowering, and heart benefits. In response, the meat and dairy lobbyists began funding and circulating anti-soy literature, often using pseudoscience to paint soy as estrogenic or dangerous. While everyone else was repeating fear-based headlines, I was already doing the research, digging through the data, watching global food patterns, and thinking critically about what was really going on. Now let's talk about the new life extension data, because what soy is doing is nothing short of miraculous. Let's get straight to it. The anti-cancer data is undeniable. Multiple epidemiological studies have found that soy intake is linked to a reduced risk of breast cancer, prostate cancer, and colorectal cancer, especially when consumed as a whole food like tofu. Genistein, one of soy's key isoflavones, has been shown in preclinical models to inhibit tumor growth, suppress angiogenesis, and trigger cancer cell apoptosis, which means it kills cancer. The anti-cancer potential of soy is real, and it's been ignored for far too long. In fact, large-scale longitudinal studies across Asian populations, including research from Japan, China, and Korea, have consistently shown us that people who consume tofu lived longer, with lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and metabolic decline. And this is important. A 2020 study published in the BMJ found that higher intake of isoflavone-rich soy foods was associated with reduced mortality, particularly from cardiovascular causes and, again, certain cancers. The science is there, but it's been drowned out by decades of misinformation and agenda-driven narratives. Now, I'm not talking about the ultra-processed junk, not the powders, nor the genetically modified garbage. I'm talking about sprouted tofu, whole, organic, and biochemically alive. So what makes organic, non-GMO sprouted tofu different? Sprouting changes the structure. It boosts antioxidant content, increases bioavailable isoflavones like Genistein and Daidzein, and reduces anti-nutritional compounds. And that's when the magic begins. In a preclinical study published in 2020, wow, this information is so awesome. The Journal of Cellular Physiology, soy-derived Genistein was found to increase mesenchymal stem cell proliferation. These are the master cells of youth that repair your joints, skin, gut, your bones, and even your brain. And let's not forget Daidzein, the second powerhouse isoflavone in soy. In multiple studies, Daidzein has been shown to protect mitochondria from oxidative stress, support bone regeneration, and even modulate estrogen receptors in a way that reduces cancer risk without disrupting hormonal balance. That's right, it does not disrupt hormonal balance. It works synergistically with Genistein to amplify regeneration, especially in the bones, the brain, and the vascular system. And it doesn't stop there. Whole soy isoflavones actually repair cellular damage caused by UV radiation. In human skin fibroblasts exposed to UV radiation, soy compounds actually upregulated GADD45. This is a critical gene in the DNA repair pathway. Soy also reduces COX-2 expression. We've all heard of COX-2 inflammatory pathways, right? So COX-2 drives inflammation up and it causes DNA damage. Soy also preserves PCNA, the protein your cells need to replicate cleanly. This isn't theory, it's science. Soy isn't damaging your DNA, it's powerfully repairing it and protecting it. Now, let's move on to telomeres. Your all-important anti-aging clocks. You see, inside your chromosomes are telomeres. They're like the plastic tips that protect your shoelaces. Well, these telomeres protect your DNA every time your cells divide. As you age, your telomeres shorten, and when they get too short, well, your cells go senescent. This means they stop dividing, they rot, they release inflammatory signals, and they age you. But in a 2021 preclinical study using diabetic rats, soybean extract increased, listen to this, it increased telomerase activity, the enzyme that rebuilds telomeres, by boosting TERT, telomerase reverse transcriptase, in pancreatic beta cells. Translation: soy helps preserve your longevity code. It doesn't just delay aging, it interrupts aging. Speaking of longevity, you need to hear the episode that I just created recently. It's called Breakthrough Avocado Molecule Increases Human Stem Cells. This is life extension science no one else is sharing. So take a listen to that. And now let's talk about something most people forget in the longevity equation: autophagy. Because anti-aging is not just about making new cells. It's about clearing out the old damaged cells that accelerate aging. But first, if you love new stem cells, if you love staying young, you'll want to check out my trailblazing stem cell episodes concerning aloe and MSM, and my Triphala episode, as all three increase stem cells naturally. And now back to this information concerning soy deleting old, dead, diseased cells from the body. You've probably heard the term autophagy. It means self-eating, but it's not destructive. It's your cellular cleanup program. It finds and removes senescent cells, those diseased cells that don't die, but just sit around poisoning your body. Yes, sprouted soy has been shown to increase autophagy-related gene expression in human cells. Translation: it tells your body to clean house fast. One study published in Cellular Physiology and Biochemistry shows Genistein triggers autophagy. At the same time, it reduces the signals that mark cells as old and dysfunctional. Lowering the signal means there were fewer old, disease-causing cells to remove, so the signal wasn't needed. In simple terms, Genistein, one of the magical compounds in soy, clears out dead cells and makes the remaining ones act younger. This is deep cellular renewal. Okay, here is one of my longevity biohacking protocols. But first, I have to say I'm not a doctor. Always consult your licensed healthcare provider before starting a new protocol. Now, let's begin. In the morning, I drink a quart of alkalized filtered water with Compass Labs Methylene Blue and liquid chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps detoxify, increases stem cells, and supports cellular oxygenation. Methylene Blue increases mitochondrial activity, and this keeps your ATP energy production up for youthful energy and repair. Did you know mitochondria are needed to even create your stem cells? Let that sink in. MB is part of my core regenerative stack. 20 minutes later, this is the time recommended in scientific research, I use my Hooga red and near-infrared light panel. Red and near-infrared light therapy increase stem cells, stimulate skin fibroblast, and enhance mitochondrial function as it catalyzes the stem cell benefits. It intensifies the benefits of the methylene blue and chlorophyll. So you've got this dynamic longevity trinity working together to make you younger. This is really important information. If you want to try the exact red near-infrared light panel I use every morning, and trust me, it works, I recommend the Hooga 1500. Use code longevity12 at hoogahealth.com and you'll get 12% off. That's a great discount. And it's the most effective light panel that I could find. To make things easy, you'll find the links provided for everything I mention in the show notes. Later in the day, I eat sprouted tofu along with sprouted lentils or mung beans in a giant mixed salad for deep cellular renewal. It's all about making each meal delicious and nutrient dense. I use garlic, onions, spices, lemon, and organic olive oil for the dressing. And before sleep, I use my aloe and MSM plus Triphala protocols to increase stem cells, support telomere length, and also help the body clear out old cells. If you want a personalized wellness protocol to help with joint pain, fatigue, inflammation, or other health imbalances, or if you're trying to prevent disease and increase healthy lifespan, I offer one-on-one A to Z wellness consults. We will take this wellness information much further using my proprietary Hamel method, which includes my 6 wellness essentials. Go to backtohealthtoday.com to read client testimonials, learn more, and book your advanced wellness consultation. And you don't want to miss the next life-extending episode. Hit that subscribe button now. Next time, we're going inside the lymph, where your immune system fights and sometimes loses. If your lymphatic system is stagnant, your immune cells are overwhelmed. This is the immune war no one's talking about, and how you finally can start winning. Until then, stay focused, stay energized, and stay regenerative from the mitochondria on out. Your friend in health, Michelle Hamel.